Welcome once again back to the lab. It is your old Professor Pilk, and if you guys are here for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys are enjoying the content in general, just make sure you hit that old thumbs up button, both of which help out the channel greatly. Now, let's jump in, because we are, of course, talking today about the 7-star Inteleon raid. Now, with this raid, we built an interesting mon for you guys, and this mon is just going to be a bit of a deviation from what we talked about earlier in the week. So if you know that earlier in the week, when we discussed this, we really thought that fighting types were going to be a big no-no, only because we expected there to be some flying type moves to really give some type coverage and some defensive coverage. Well, honestly here, they went a whole other direction, and I'm really impressed by the build that they have. Because what they're doing is they're coming out of the gate with Mist, which prevents us from basically modifying the stats in any way of our opponent. So we can't like reduce his defense, we can't reduce his attack or anything like that. We can't do anything of the sort. Now, we're going to turn that back on him, but we'll turn that back on here in a moment. The other half of it is he's got a move that will reduce our special attack, and that actually is where we have our item in here, and that is the Clear Amulet. The Clear Amulet will actually prevent any stat changes on us. It'll basically have the same effect as his Mist will have just for us. So that's very, very, very important going into this. Clear Amulet is a very important item. Now, the reason we're using Hariyama is, number one, fighting type moves are now going to be super effective. Number two, Sunny Day is a really important move in this. Sunny Day, if I can go ahead and go to my rearrangement here, will basically decrease the amount of damage that any of those ice-type moves are bringing in. It will also affect his accuracy. And a lot of his moves basically require a high level of accuracy. So in that regard, Sunny Day is one of the key ingredients to early success in this fight. Now, the other half of that is going to be our ability, Thick Fat. Thick Fat will prevent us from taking extra moves from Ice-type moves, also Fire-type moves, but Ice-type moves more importantly in this raid. So, we've reduced the incoming damage with Sunny Day immediately, we're using Thick Fat, and then, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to come out of the gate with a Belly Drum. Now, you should be familiar with Belly Drum, but if you are not, essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice half my health for a complete and utter I guess maximization, is that a word? Maximization of my attack stat. So we're going to cut our health in half, but we're going to go all 6 levels in of our attack stat. And remember, with that Clear Amulet, now our opponent can't reduce that. And then we're just going to basically be cheap. We're going to go Drain Punch all the way. Now I have a fighting type, fighting Tera type on my Hariyama here. So that means that as soon as I can, I'm going to Terastalize, and we're just going to spam Drain Punch left, right, and center. So, let's go ahead and jump in. Oop, we've already seen that. Let's jump into this raid. Now, the one thing that I will say, and we're always going to do this as a solo raid. So if you want to do this as a group raid, you absolutely can. You can still use this build. But the one thing I will say, if you want a real easy build for your group raid, that 5-star Blissey that we got last weekend, that would be an excellent addition to just about any group team. A lot of people don't really understand the value that Pokemon has in group raids because it's just a support mon. But the reality is if you've got 3 Pokemon that are just dealing damage and aren't really focused on healing themselves or the rest of the team, a lot of times like we had with the Annihilate team, and actually some of the team builds I've seen for this guy, some of those, I'll call them strategic feints, can actually be detrimental to a group raid. So let's go ahead and put Sunny Day up right here. Here we go. Boom. Now I don't necessarily want to do... I don't want to do my Belly Drum too early because he's going to do stat changes here in a moment. So when he initiates those stat changes, that we could have a problem with. So let's go ahead and do our Drain Punch again here. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have another move right here at the beginning rather than Drain Punch, just so we, can build up our Tera type and don't waste this move. But let's keep going here. I realize I am covering up the health bar, so let me move to the side here a little bit and see if we can keep an eye on that. There we are. There we are. I'll move right here. Little mid-game modification there. and we'll do a Drain Punch here. Now, as soon as he nullifies or stat changes, we'll go ahead and do our Belly Drum. Doesn't look like he's doing much damage yet, so that's the good news. Here we are. Okay, there's his shield. All right, and there's our stat changes. So now we go full Belly Drum. Okay, and we can actually terastalize on the next move. We could terastalize on this move, but it's really kind of not pertinent. Also, just in case we just do take a Sucker Punch, it really prevents us from, just incurring too much damage, for lack of a better way to put it. So let's go and terastalize. We'll do our Drain Punch. We'll just keep this going. There we go. Now, the nice thing is Inteleon doesn't have a lot of physical defense or special defense for that matter. So really, this should produce a good amount of damage. It'll also, since we're halfway down on our health, produce a good amount of healing, which is important. Okay. So we're down to 66 health. That's not good, but let's see how much healing we get with this. Ooh, that was a big hit. How much healing are we going to get? Oh, we got almost full health. Look at that. Look at that. Let's just keep going. I don't even think we're going to need to reinitiate Sunny Day. I think we'll just be happy with this. Let's go. Because he's producing damage, but he's not producing, horrifying amounts of damage. The exception would probably be if he gets a critical hit. But even then, I don't know. With Thick Fat, I think that would still nullify it. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and reinitiate Sunny Day just because I don't want to lose it. Yeah, you're wasting your time with Tearful Look there, buddy. It ain't going to work on us. There we go. And we'll just keep doing Drain Punch. And I didn't put any extra PP in a Drain Punch, so I'm genuinely hoping we don't need it, but I don't think we will. I think we're honestly going to be done here in just a moment. Easy peasy build. Gets the job done. The only thing is I don't know if you could do the Tera type of him. I don't know if the Tera type has these built in. I don't think the Tera type would have the Thick Fat ability, but I honestly don't know. I haven't checked. Somebody wants to check that and comment down below. That'd be great. I'll probably check it after this video, or I'll probably forget after this video is per normal for me. Here we go. Let's keep doing our Drain Punch here. Yeah, buddy, you're not really doing what you think you're doing here. Bam! Now the nice part is we had some fire type moves to. He does have like Fire Punch. If we had a fire type move or two to like really warm up, no pun intended, this act, that would be actually a really, really, really good maneuver. But at this juncture, I think the only thing I'm a little worried about here is the amount of PP that I've got on this move. But actually, I take that back. I think we're really just going to be on the cusp of it. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not worried about you. Boom. And that is that. And we have Inteleon. So I just need to figure out what kind of Pokeball I want to put him in. But I know he's probably the least liked water starter, so maybe a luxury ball? I don't know. Gotta figure out what kind of Pokeball I want him in. But for now, that pretty much is it. So go out and get this build. Go get your Inteleon quick, fast, and in a hurry. Ooh, a Dream Ball. Ooh, wouldn't that be a kick in the teeth? I'm gonna go figure out what I want to do, what Pokeball, because I always put him in something weird. Repeat Ball would be kind of funny. Dusk Ball. Dive Ball makes too much sense. Heal Ball. I think we're going to go ahead and use our... I think I really like the idea of the Dream Ball. I know it makes no sense, but that's why I like it. So if you catch a Sobble out there in a Wonder Trade with the Dream Ball, that's your old boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought. Good luck with your builds, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. There he is.